I'm a freaky, freaky bitch.
Hey, what is up, guys? It's Freaky, and I'm going to talk about something serious today. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. This is going to be a long one, and hopefully you got your popcorn and butter already popped out. And if you haven't got your popcorn out of the microwave yet, you better hurry up and get it already popped and everything. But if you're pulling it out, make sure you don't burn your hands on the popcorn. Alright, guys, let's start this commentary. Alright, guys, so we're going to be talking about kind of bullying today, and it's something that kids have to go through pretty much from middle school and high school, and it kind of sucks, to tell you the truth. It's something that I go through myself, and it's always when puberty starts hitting in, and some kids start getting bigger than the other kids, and they're like, oh, I'm bigger than them, I can push them around and stuff, and like treat them like trash pretty much. And it kind of sucks because when you're going through that, it kind of hurts you and kind of puts you down. It's that low mental state where you're like, oh shit, I don't even want to go to school, what's the point? The only thing that I like there are my friends, and even when I'm there with my friends, it's like a low amount or something weird like that. So I kind of want to tell you guys my story with behind the bullying and everything like that. So when I went to middle school, it was private school, and it was from kindergarten to 8th grade. And the thing is, there is 30 kids per grade. That's per grade, not per class, 30 kids per grade. And now, you might think, alright, so that might stop the bullying factor because there's not that many kids. But the thing is, it even made it worse for me personally, because when everybody's that close together for that many years, it kind of makes you feel that everyone's your friend. Because everyone kind of talked to each other, and it made you feel like, oh, okay, he likes me, he's cool, he's my friend, she's my friend, whoever's my friend. And once they got in that popularity group of middle school, where like 7th and 8th grade, where kids are like, alright, I'm popular, so I'm going to fit in with those kids, and groups start happening, cliques start happening, if you so say yourself. So, in my clique group, it was more of the kids that were nerdy, the kids that actually still wanted to do stuff at recess, not stand around and just talk to each other. And we were like 5 foot, probably 100 pounds. We liked playing sports. They didn't for some reason, or they did, but they only played it when after school hours, like on the team and whatnot. We played like football on recess, and we played basketball recess, we played baseball and everything like that. And they would just stand around and talk. Alright, so this didn't happen until after I got out of that school. But I started doing videos on YouTube. This had something to do with it. When I started doing videos on YouTube, I did skits. So skits are totally different than this gameplay commentary, as you guys know. It's like the Shane Dawson and Smosh and everything like that. I started doing skits like that by myself, and I thought it was funny for myself. I did it for my own enjoyment and my friends too, because I would always show it to my friends and they would laugh and everything like that. So when I started making those, the friends from my middle school would do kind of, not my friends, the ones, these are the bullies from my middle school, they started making copies of my videos and making fun of me for it. And these are the kids that I thought were my friends, but I guess they were the ones that were the popular group, sort of. And they just made fun of me for it, and it just made me feel like shit for it, because I was like, damn, I'm making something. That was like the first experience that I had with the bullying factor. I was like, wow. I was like, seriously, you're gonna make fun of me outside of the school? Like, what the heck? Like, I'm making this video for my own enjoyment and whatnot, and you go and do your own shit. So, yeah, so once I got into high school, I didn't know anybody in this high school. This is going from a total different city, going into a high school where there's like, I don't even know, thousands of kids, right? And there's, I don't know a single soul into that school. I don't even know anybody's name going into the school. I don't know shit. So I go into the school probably a month into high school. I get this group of friends that I think are my friends, and there's this one kid that's like really bony, but he's like 6 foot tall, and he's a really weird kid, but he thinks that he's like kind of the shit, or he needed someone to pick on because he's so weird looking, so he started picking on me. I'm like 5'2", probably like 100 pounds like I was in middle school, and he would always pick on me for the way I dress. And you know that part of your hair that grows in the back of your head where you got that little ring spot or whatever, it's like a little circle, and that's where your hair comes in back there. He would always be like, oh, you got a bald spot, and like make fun of me for that. He would make fun of me for like everything. And the thing is, he would always push me around in school. He would push me into lockers and everything like that. And one day I got so fed up with it, I actually punched him in the face, and he backed off. He was like frightened by it, that the factor that I actually fought back. I don't take this, I don't like tell you that you you should fight back because you might get a ticket if like the fight starts happening in high school and whatnot. So don't fight back. It's more of a good thing to actually ignore the factor that they're doing it. But for me, it pushed me too far, and it's kind of hard to push me that far to make me do that. So it was a bad thing. Alright, so after that whole year was over and I had no more nonsense, I was happy to go to school again. Sophomore year happened and I was feeling good. I was like, alright, cool. And I started dressing like in a way that I wanted kids to kind of acknowledge me by. So I was dressing more of the skater, and this is when the skater like look and everything started becoming good in the high school and whatnot, and in my age group and stuff like that. So I started dressing up good, trying to go to PacSun and everything, got rid of all the American Eagle and Hollister shit. And I was dressing like that. I was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna be like the cool kid in school. I'm dressing all punk and everything like that. And when I started dressing up like that, I thought people would more acknowledge me. So I actually met some friends that are still friends with me today, like AJ Kellyboy from my school. But the thing is, in sophomore year, I met this chick, alright? And the chick was more of like a me style, like when I dressed as a skater. She was like that type of style, and I thought she was really cool. She was really nice and everything like that. And we started dating, and there was a senior dude that was like a heavy skater and whatnot. He was a senior. He was like the older kid in school that thought he was totally badass and everything like that, and because he could drive and whatnot. But he was like the same height as me, a senior, and trying to pick on me. He was like, every time we'd walk around, because in that school that you could walk around in the beginning of the school day, and there was always this popular corner or whatever where the bad kids would sit, and they would always like poke fun at anybody that walked by. So when we walked by, me and the girlfriend would walk by, they would always be like, oh, why are you dating him? Date whoever else. And then they would like always make fun of me, and he would always try flirting with her and everything like that, and I couldn't handle it anymore, and we ended up just breaking up, and it kind of sucked. But the thing is, that relationship kind of ended, and I ended up seeing this other chick. And the other chick was friends with the chick that I just dated, and it was something that I was like, alright, this chick's kind of cool, she's different. She's that chick that didn't really make it in the popular group, and she ended up just becoming friends with like pretty much anybody, or in the bad kid type of thing. And so she, pretty much, we did stuff for like about a month. We didn't really even date. But when that relationship ended, the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, and her became best friends again, and they ended up hating me because I dated each of them. So the so-called thing just ended, right? And the thing is, she had a senior friend. This is sophomore year. Another senior kid that wants to pick on me. He's like that biggest asshole in kind of school. And he's like, I'm going to the army because I like to pick on people or something weird. I'm not saying everyone go to the army picks on people, but this is one of those kids that are like headstrong and thinks he's just the biggest badass in school. And he liked this chick too, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna pick on him every day now. So every time I'd go down to a class or something like that, he would always come at me and like start saying stuff to me, pushing me around again. And picture me, I'm like 5'2" again, and not that big of a kid. I can't really fight back against someone that's way bigger than me, probably like 40 pounds or 50 pounds bigger than me and has height advantage on me. So I'm not going to fight someone that's like 18 or something weird like that. And the thing is, it just dreaded me going to high school every day when that kid would pick on me. But eventually I started ignoring him, and it made it better because then he totally didn't even like acknowledge me then. He didn't even care. I just gave him like that total cold shoulder, and he just shut down. He just like gave up. He pretty much just gave up on the whole factor of like even trying to like get under my skin and everything like that. So after that year was over, it was like a huge cloud was just lifted over my shoulders, and nothing could harm me anymore. It was like all the assholes of the school just left, and it was just an amazing feeling because junior and senior year I had no more problems, and senior year and junior year actually I started becoming friends with kids that didn't like me freshman year just because of the way I dressed or something, and it was weird. I always get that with people. They always hate me at first for some reason, and then they end up loving me. I don't know why. And it's just that weird feeling. I try to be nice to everybody, to try to make friends with pretty much anybody that talks to me, and it's a good thing to make friends. So that's what I try to do as much as possible. And yeah, so the tip of this video is, if you are in high school or middle school or going into high school, and you want tips on getting away from bullying and stuff like that, I'd actually tell you to go tell the principal or something like that, or actually normally ignore the factor, and they will probably leave you alone after a while. If they don't leave you alone, then go tell the principal, or if you just don't even want to, if you don't even want to deal with it anymore, just tell the principal or whatnot, and it'll go over as smoothly as possible because they won't even talk to you anymore. They won't even come near you or anything like that. It's something bad that happens to every kid in high school and middle school year, and the puberties and everything like that. It's just not a subject that can be overthrown because it always happens. You can't stop it because it will always be there, and it's just something that happens in life, I guess. If you aren't the biggest kid in school and you know that, just try to make friends with people. That's what I try to do the most. Just become friends with them. Be the nicest kid ever. Don't be someone's play toy. Don't stand up for it. Don't let them like push you around and everything like that. If you're sick and tired of their bullshit, pop them in the face. I don't even give a shit. Just pop them in the face. And if you don't want to get a ticket or anything like that, go tell your principal or anything like that. Or if this is out of school, call the cops. Do something about it. Don't let this be a part of your life. Get them out of your life. Tell the cops, tell your parents, tell the teachers, tell your mom, tell your uncle, tell your sisters, tell everybody. But no, seriously, like, if there is a problem with that, don't fucking let them take over your life. Don't let them fucking treat you like that. You're not supposed to be treated like that. That's bullshit. Don't even acknowledge that they exist, because once they know that they're not even a threat in your life anymore, just become that one washed up guy that sits on his couch all day watching sports, wishes that was him from high school, but guess what? Now they all are just a big waste of space, guys.